Welcome. Welcome. Good to see everyone tonight. This is the third straight night. I'm going to debut another 4 songs. It's going to be epic. And if you're tuning in live, feel free to comment on how your night's going so far. And if you're not tuning in live, thanks for tuning in after the fact. So this is part 3 of a 4-part live stream where I'm debuting 4 songs each night for a total of 14 songs, 4 times 4. And it's kind of the ones I've chosen are, I guess the best of the dozens and dozens of songs I've been writing over the past year. So I've kind of pared it down to the 16, and I'm going to hope to pare that down to, maybe 4 great songs, hopefully, is the goal. And that's just the process as a songwriter. You got to make a lot of babies, and then a lot of them die, which is really tragic. That might be tonight's theme, perhaps, as a hint. Not everything's going to be about babies and death. This first song is about my grandfather. It's called Dirty Hands, Clean Money. When I hit the gravel down a Rockabee line, oh, it felt like I was going back in time to the old farmhouse that my daddy grew up in. I'd see my grandpa's hands through the window waving, and they were big and strong, baling hay and moving cows along, and calluses like hardened leather. Even when I was young, he made me feel like I was someone. We'd sit and talk about the weather. That man had dirty hands and clean money. Tire on the 403. Well, you left right away to come check on me. Out from the cab came a thundering man. He helped me fix that tire and then he shook my hand. He was big and strong, and he'd have around when things went wrong. He had calluses like hardened leather, and even when I was young, he talked to me like I was someone. He said, you take care now in this weather. That man had dirty hands and clean money, yeah. 3 places I'll never go: the liar, the lawyer, and the banker's home. They're living large here at the moment, but all your stolen bling away. I'll take my grandpa's farmhouse any day. The money's just as fake as those that clone it. And he was big and strong, for mending fence and working all day long. He had calluses like hardened leather, and he's not here anymore. Now I can see what he was working for. He built things that last forever. That man had dirty hands. That man had dirty hands. That man had dirty hands. called Dirty Hands Clean Money. Alrighty. All right, so I wonder if I can drag these comments in. Was I able to do it the first live? Oh, there we go. I'll just click on it once. Okay. Jeff Stupp says, Scotch and David, what else could one ask for? Cool. Man, I could go for some Scotch right now. I'm not going to lie. Sounds really good. And then Jeff also says, this song reminds me of a grandfather from Indiana. Such fond memories for those whose grandparents lived on farms. Yeah, my grandfather had a farm on Rockaby Line, as the song goes, which is really close to Petrolia. And I remember going there as a kid and playing in the barn. And one time, I talked my brother into jumping off of the side of the hayloft with a rope, and then we were going to do like a Tarzan swing, but the rope was like quite a bit longer than the fall, so he just basically fell directly on the ground and broke his leg. Yeah, it was not my finest moment as a brother. But he needed to go first because he was younger and lighter. Yeah, my grandparents sold the farm, and that was probably, I'm not sure, a while ago. And then 1 year later, my grandpa died. He was not really cut out for living in a town or not working. Alrighty, so that's song number 1. All right, song number 2, I got to give the backstory for. There's quite a bit going on in this song, and unfortunately, I can't play it live, so I'll have to do the demo of the song. Let's play the recording of it. So as I said in the previous live streams, I have 2 daughters and one on the way. But in between daughter number 1 and number 2, we lost 2 babies around 8 or 9 weeks of pregnancy. Really sad, really hard. And then we had our second daughter, which was, super amazing. She's such a wonderful child. She's 3 now. And then after that, so last year, 2018, on New Year's Day, we were about 16, 17 weeks pregnant, and we lost another baby. And then in July, we lost another baby around week 17. And unlike, if you don't know much about miscarriages, they suck, but they especially suck later in the pregnancy term because past about 15, 16 weeks, you kind of have to go through the birth process, which is really horrible. I would not wish it upon anybody. And so that's what we had to go through twice in 2018. So it was a tough year, which is, I think saying it's a tough year is almost an understatement. It was the worst year of my life for sure. And one of the awesome things about being a songwriter is you can kind of put this stuff to song. So this is kind of that's the backstory. We had the room all prepped. We were super pumped for this baby to come. And so without further ado, this is called White Rocking Chair. Bear with me, guys. I'll just drag it in here. White walls and rocking chair, half-filled boxes here and there. Your mother's favorite bear, for when you're ready. Blue for boy or pink for girl, all the time left in the world to prepare for the month when you get here. Oh no, you can't go. Less than my lifetime would be too soon.
can't go. I haven't finished up your room. They try and calm her down, faces twisted into frowns as they're fooling around with the dials. Your mama squeezing my hand, and we can't understand how a heartbeat can fade like a smile. Now we're hearing babies cry as the nurses rush on by, and we're talking about game plans and options. Is there something they can do to take us back a week or two, when we blissfully knew you were coming? Oh no, you can't go. Less than my lifetime would be too soon. Oh no, you can't go. I haven't finished up your room. As we're walking to the car, kids are playing in the park, parents staring at their cell phones and bored. A mom is yelling at her kid for something silly that he did. Does she know she's breaking what we give anything for? I never knew silence before, till I closed that car door, and it was just two once more and a car seat. Now there's dust everywhere on that old white rocking chair, and I can't bear the thought you don't need it.
Alrighty, I'm back. So, I hope you guys like that one. It's a bit of a personal song. Going through that whole process of losing babies and holding a small dead baby in my hand twice, really made me re-examine the whole idea of that the kids are just a clump of cells, which is an argument that people often make for to justify abortion. And I guess there's a huge range on abortion. I don't want to get super well, I do want to get political. That's the whole point of this. I think abortion is murder, especially third trimester, second trimester abortions. I think that's murder unless you have a medically necessary one. So here's a little map. This next song is kind of about the legality of stuff. So Canada, right now we have abortion on request right up until including delivery. Different states have different rules, obviously, right now in America. And in Africa, in most places, it's illegal on some levels, or legal in very specific circumstances. And this next song talks about this weird dichotomy. We like to look down, I wouldn't say we, but sometimes there's this idea that, we're the first world and they're the third world. And, we've got everything figured out here and they're still living in mud huts. It's not at all true. There's lots of advanced things going on in Africa. But that's the stereotypes. And I was reading a really interesting article about this guy that was in Africa talking to somebody. And, he was explaining, the guy goes, hey man, now what's his, this is the worst African accent. The African guy asked him, what is this right to choose thing all about? And so he explained what that is. And the guy was like horrified, right? And this is a country that has like female genital mutilation going on and varying forms of slavery and like witch doctors and like just a lot of, stuff that we think is barbaric, right? We judge them for. But when he heard about the idea of abortion, the guy like almost wanted to hurl. And I thought that was the article is fantastic. You got to read it. It's called We Murder Babies by Tim Challies. And that inspired this song. And I just thought the juxtaposition of, someone in Africa judging us versus us judging them was really interesting. So I tried to turn that into a song, and that's what this is.
Taking a bumpy ride through the African countryside, having a chat with the driver and swapping news. He talked about the weather and the government. Then he asked me what we meant when we spoke about the woman's right to choose. When I told him what that meant, his face twisted from astonishment to disgust, and then to judgment as he learned the truth. In Canada, we take care of all sick, poor and great and small. We're polite, we're tolerant and friendly. We got skyscrapers, we got financial goals. Yeah, we ain't no third world shithole. Yeah, and we kill babies. Yeah, and we kill babies. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we try to call it something else. Birth control, a woman's health. Whatever name we can to justify the game. Look down our nose at Africa. Makes us feel good to point at ya. But the barbaric part is we don't feel the shame. In Canada, we take care of all the poor and sick, great and small. We're polite, we're tolerant and friendly. We got skyscrapers, we got financial goals. Yeah, we ain't no third world shithole. Yeah, and we kill the baby. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, in Canada we have equality. No witch doctors or slavery. We're reserved, we're dignified and stately. We got the moral high ground to appreciate you, and the arrogance to believe that's true. Yeah, and we kill babies. Yeah, and we kill babies. Yeah, and we kill babies.
Alrighty then. So, just want to reiterate, all these songs are sketches. They're just an idea. Like, when if you ever, I love stand-up comedy. It's one of my favorite art forms. Listen to it all the time. Always, it's one of the things like I wish I could do. I see those guys doing it and I think, oh man, I could never do that. I at least have a guitar to hide behind when I'm up on stage. But those are guys that just them and a microphone versus a whole, crowd. And one of the things about stand-up comedy is that they have to go and workshop things. They got to try things out, and a lot of them bomb, right? You never get to see, like, you always see the polished, like the studio version of their act, but so many times they get up on stage and just suck, right? That's how the process is. Now, normally with songwriting, you just kind of bounce it off a bunch of other songwriters and you perfect it, and you might play it in front of audiences and stuff. With some of these songs, I realized that pretty much all my songwriting friends, they're going to be like, what the F are you talking about, right? If you don't know much about the music industry, it kind of leans a little left. So I don't know who to bounce it off of. So I'm relying on you guys. You guys are my sounding board. So I really, 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 if you're tuning in, you're enjoying the songs, or if you're hating the songs, or somewhere in between, I need to hear about that. And the way you do that is you go to redpillsongs.com. There's a feedback form for each day, and there'll be the replays of these live streams. They'll be on that redpillsongs.com. And if you could, man, it would mean so much to me if you could give your honest, feedback, what you thought was great, what you thought sucked, what you'd improve, that sort of thing. That is the way you can pay me. I don't want your money. I just want your thought. All right. So I'll put up a link at the end of this stream. And some of the feedback was really excellent. So if you've already provided your feedback, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And there's a number of things of people saying, hey, like, what's the marketing angle going to be on this? And I have no idea. I just want to write the best stuff I can for you guys and girls. And another bit of feedback I got, I have really mixed feelings about. I thought, I don't want to simplify it, but it was basically like, hey, if you're going to say these things, you got to be really careful with what you say. And he found, this particular person found that my ad-libbing in between songs was distracting and annoying. And I guess I agree and disagree. So to respond to that, so part of it was that, when I ad-lib in between songs or tell the story about songs, sometimes I cheapen the meaning of the songs, and I think I could definitely be more careful with the words I use. So I agree with that 100%. However, I think self-censoring is a dangerous habit to get into as an artist. And I've been doing that for too long. Because of the audiences, I've played professionally for 12 years now. And because of the audience I was playing, I kind of took everything middle of the road. And if you do that for too long, you start to kind of lose who you are, and you start to lose like perspective, and you start to lose your values, and you kind of just pander to whatever you expect people to want you to do. And that's part of this, losing these kids and having kids and seeing what world they're growing into is one of the main driving forces behind why I'm doing it now. And so the feedback was kind of like, be very careful what you say, and they're going to attack you for, anything you say that's like can be interpreted in multiple ways. Watch out, because they're going to interpret it in the worst possible way, and they're going to attack you and attack your family, blah, blah, blah. And that's all true. I know what's going to happen. However, I think that coming from a place of fear, or like, oh no, they're going to twist my words. The reality is they're going to twist my words whatever I do. Like, they can't get around that. They twisted. You may have read this book with a lot of prophets in it that all got their words twisted and all got in big crap, and in some cases got killed. Luckily in Canada, I don't think we're at the getting killed phase. So things aren't going to get better unless we do something about it. Things aren't going to improve. I don't see us getting freer as a society. So if not now to speak my mind and speak what is true, then when? Because it might not be an option next year. So, so I appreciate the feedback. I'm not saying rejecting the feedback. I'm just saying, hey, there's some dimensions to take on this. Now, this last song is actually about that. It's based on a really interesting chapter 19 in this book called Genesis. You should check it out. It's a pretty interesting chapter. And I won't give too much of the story away, but the scenario that this guy found was he was like the last good guy in this really corrupt city. And he found himself surrounded by a bunch of people that really wanted to do him harm. And he was like the last good guy. It's late at night. There's an angry mob outside of his door. And he starts thinking, okay, what compromise can I make? How do I get myself out of this? And that's the backdrop of this next song. It's called Scared Good Men. Liars and thieves, perverts and freaks in my door. Am I the last man in town who isn't corrupt to the core? Maybe a little compromise will survive for the moment. Maybe I can buy them off and save my own skin. Maybe a little compromise will entice my opponents to have mercy on me, a scared good man. I am only a man. Why am I a shepherd of daughters? Protection of them is the singular job of a father. Maybe a little compromise will suffice for the moment. Maybe I can buy them off and save my own skin. Maybe a little compromise will entice my opponents to have mercy on me, a scared good man. Body, but fear the one who can destroy your soul. Don't fear the ones who will kill your body, but fear the one who can destroy your soul. Not an inch of compromise will suffice in this moment. If you try to buy them off, you will lose in the end. Nothing you can do to please or appease your opponents. To have mercy on you, my scared good men, my scared good men. All right, well, that is tonight's live stream. It was a little over 30 minutes, but thank you for tuning in. I'm reading the comments. See if there's any comments. Okay, got Jeff's comments in there. Thank you once again for tuning in. Hope it's been a blasty blast. Tomorrow night is the final installment of these 4-song blurbs. And once again, please, your feedback is so important to me. redpillsongs.com. I'll put a little link up there in just a few minutes. And once again, thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.